The dark night of the soul is part of a major transformation where we begin the evolution of ascension. The dark night opens the heart, which has been closed to its true nature and divinity. We begin a recalibration, an upgrade, so to speak. We've been in a diminished capacity to love. We have battle scars. It's time to demystify the darkness, to transcend the imbalance, delving into the deep unknowingness. This is just the beginning of the awakening consciousness, the tip of the iceberg. We go into the deep waters of soul memory, of cosmic memory. We must commit to this process that is contained within us. The dark night is typically a very distressing part of the process. You may not have been actively seeking this transformation. It's an organic process of consciousness that is typically awakened by a crisis. The catalyst can be a trauma, a loss, a betrayal, or an illness, among many other things. What we relied on and believed in gets shaken to the core. There are many diverse symptoms of the dark night. And if you want to know more, I go over these in a 3-part video series called Symptoms of a Dark Night, Kundalini Awakening. The dark night is the dismantling of the ego, an ego death, the breaking down of the created persona. The soul has called an SOS out to spirit. Part of the dark night can also involve a kundalini activation. This is stored energy at the base of the spine that awakens and begins to rise, and so begins a process of purification. If you want to know more about the purification process, watch my video, Kundalini Purification, What is it really? So we find ourselves with a fragmented soul and psyche. Fragmentation is part of our energy field that gets separated during traumatic experiences. The pieces of our whole get scattered. This fragmentation causes a big blow to the nervous system from persistent shocks throughout our lifetime. Healing this soul fragmentation takes facing our trauma, including childhood traumas along with ancestral imprints that are being held in our body and energetic field. Although we're unaware, these fragmented pieces have affected us our entire lifetime. Now we need to heal and integrate these fragments back to wholeness. This takes deep investigation within by doing shadow work and self-inquiry. These dispersed soul fragments are a self-protection mechanism. However, if unhealed, we will stay in these repeated cycles of suffering. Shadow work and inquiry is an intense and sometimes radical self-honesty. I recommend waiting until you feel a bit more present and the fear and dread of the dark night has lessened. I did most of the work on my own, but you can also seek help that will guide you through the process. There is a post under my community tab called Doing the Work, which is at least a start at looking at your triggers and then eventually go deeper and deeper and deeper. So as hard as the dark night can be on us, it is a call to healing and awakening. We're doing the healing not only for ourselves, but also for our lineage and the collective whole. Be careful not to get stuck in this phase, though. Don't hold on to the demons or the darkness. Bits and pieces may linger, but don't let them get the best of you. And just to note that there may not be just one dark night of the soul. We can have several over a lifetime, although the severity will lessen each time. Once you've done the deep healing, you'll find yourself in the void. Now what? You might feel flat. You'll ask, is this it? You might even feel ripped off in a sense. You thought there would be more. You might be mad and even want to go back to the old you or go into a type of denial. But don't give up, as there will be more. You've come too far to give up now. We are no longer that false persona. You no longer connect with that identity. You no longer like the things you used to. You no longer resonate with the old programs and stories. You're tired of consumerism and mass media. You no longer hang on to toxic relationships and situations. You're stepping into your sovereignty. You see through the distortion and manipulation of the matrix, and you start feeling angry. You see how it affected you and everyone else. There's a form of hypnosis that has a tight grip on those that are unaware. We see the corruption and how society is used to feed the manipulation. You want to expose everything that you now see and show it to others. You want to open others' eyes as yours have been opened. Rather than the old service to self, you want to serve others, serve the collective. You're no longer part of the hive. You're waking up to hold the line, to be an anchor of the light. Again, don't stop here because there's even much more to do. Next is the process of embodying and integrating. The soul, spirit, and inner wisdom are no longer abstract to you. We now live our lives coming from the heart, the higher self, rather than the false ego self, our emotions and fear. Note that the ego is not bad, it's just no longer your master. You have connected with inner truth, your higher self, Christ consciousness, unity consciousness, divine in nature. You see beyond trivialities with a higher, big picture perspective and knowing. There's an innate intelligence within all of us. Our soul is imprinted with eons of data capable of imparting wisdom. But this isn't the final phase. There are infinite levels of consciousness. We are unified in one as one, cosmic and soul memory unveiling the secrets of the universe. You will know that all is under control, being prepared, lined up in its perfection, converging forces made perfect. You will ease all doubts, understanding the complexities within the soul, and feel into the cosmic awareness to infinite oneness. I hope this will help you understand the process more and where you are in it. And from my heart to yours, you have it in you.